Hey guys, I bet a lot of you will watch the replay. That's okay. This is going to be short and sweet. I wrote down notes so I didn't forget. Basically, I just want to give you guys a short recap. I have been getting a lot of messages since Friday, so I'm going to explain that a little bit. But first of all, I want to say congrats to Sarah, who hit 25K, huge. Jenna's 10K, Denise and Jennifer both 5K. Melissa, actually, I'm sorry, Jennifer, I think might be 10. Melissa's 10. Lori, you're almost there. Helen has 1,000 volume. So awesome. So you guys are, just doing so good. Our volume this month, team volume, hi Megan, was over 51,000. So that is awesome. Congratulations. That means as a collective, we sold over $100,000 last month in product, which is insane. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about, you might have noticed, if not, I'm going to tell you, on Friday, I decided to step away from our larger team setting and really come back and focus on this group and training people directly under me and who's with you guys. I'm going to tell you guys why. So the honest answer is when I left my previous company, which is called Agnes and Dora, I had joined that company when there was just a couple hundred reps, and it grew very rapidly. Not as rapidly as this company, but it grew very rapidly. And I was there for a while, for probably about a year and a half. And things just started to change. And that is what happens anytime you have any company with any sort of growth. So I decided that some of the things that were changing were not in line with my personal values and my personal beliefs. So I left that company and I started my own clothing company. My own clothing business, I guess, sourcing my own clothes instead of that brand. And, for a long time, I actually felt like sorry, right? Like I would tell people, I'm sorry. For leaving, because a lot of people, got training from me and got different things. But I did realize that, I shouldn't have been saying sorry for them because when things don't align, you guys, I always say, if you're not a tree, move. You're not stuck anywhere, okay? So I have to literally do what I try to teach people. So when I joined HempWorks, I joined because honestly, I had sworn off direct sales. I was like, I'm done. I have been doing it for 9-10 years. And I was just exhausted, okay? And if you're in direct sales, it's exhausting. There's a lot. And there's a lot more when you are at, a leadership position and have different responsibilities. So I swore off direct sales. I'm like, I'm going to do my own thing. Then I found that CBD was going to be in direct sales. And I'm like, okay, this is amazing. This was I left Agnes and Dora in September, and I found that CBD was being sold this way in December. And then I kind of followed, didn't really join. And then the end of the month, I joined in December of 2017. So, as you can imagine, a year and a half into it, a lot has changed since I joined this company. But when I joined, and still to this day, this product and this line of, sharing and helping people is directly in line with my passion and what I have done with Normal for the last 18 years. And that is try to educate and try to help people through natural cannabis products. So this opportunity was in line with my passion. The opportunity itself was amazing. I looked at the comp plan and was like, oh my gosh, freaking awesome. So I remember because last week I looked back in my journal and I read this. But when I joined, sorry, I had a phone call. When I joined this company, I promised myself I would set boundaries. And part of the boundaries was, I wasn't going to be pulled into kind of like the inner workings of things, okay? So if you work in an office, there's always like the inner office going on, like the coffee, coffee run chatter, whatever you want to call it. And I told myself I wouldn't get sucked into it, right? I'm going to set my boundaries. I joined so that I wouldn't have a boss. I wanted to do CBD, and I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I know how to do this. I won't have a boss. I can do my own thing. So I definitely didn't join to ever be told, like, who I could follow, what I could wear, where I could go, what I couldn't say, what I could share. I'm just not the type of person that's ever worked out for. Just ask my mom. So, a year and a half ago, it was like really more laid back. I don't even think we had a compliance department. Fast forward to today, a year and a half later, and a lot has happened, okay? So, bottom line is, I feel like I cannot teach what you guys joined me for, and that is being my authentic self and attraction marketing. And I cannot teach you guys those things if I'm not living them. So if I, am not going live because I'm afraid of saying something wrong or wearing the wrong thing, or, I'm saying one thing because someone told me to, but I don't actually believe it, that's not being authentic, okay? So I have pulled back, I have reined back in, and have really just been searching my heart. And I wanted to share something with you guys. I have not shared this publicly. I have not shared this with any of the team other than those that had to know. And I haven't put it really anywhere. So, anyways, I'm going to share this with you guys. 2018 was a rough year. And it wasn't a rough year for my business. My business did amazing. You guys are awesome. It was a rough year for my family. So on the week of convention, I had my ticket, had my plane flight, everything. And we decided, my husband and I, to end our marriage. So we had divorce papers signed, and I decided to cancel my trip to convention and stay home. I felt that I just needed to be here. My kids, had been here, they knew what was going on, and it just wasn't a good time for me to leave. So that's what happened. I stayed home, and a lot of it had to do with, getting Jack where he needed to go in school. But the real reason is what I told you guys. And it's just crazy because it's just so easy, maybe not for you, but it's so easy for me to lose my focus. So what I mean is, like, if I'm being like an awesome mom, right, and my house is like super clean and my marriage is going good, then like over here, my business and like spiritual life, say, could be like really slacking. And, or my business is going really good and, my marriage is falling apart. So I'm human and I'm still trying to get that balance. But the reason I had to step back and I had to leave some of the groups and some of the followings that I had to leave was because I just have this renewed purpose to help others. And not only help others, but help myself. And in helping myself, part of that is coming back to going live and being more authentic. And it's just hard. It's hard because I miss going live. I miss training you guys. But, I'm not the type of person to walk on eggshells. I'm not the type of person, again, to just have a boss. We work for ourselves, so we shouldn't ever feel that way. So I left anything that wasn't serving my purpose or goals on Friday. I want to help others. I said this since the beginning. Part of the reason I left Agnes and Dora was because they, like, the company, like corporate, you know, wanting me to do certain things for certain people and not other people. And it just got really like, what's the word? Like when you have so many rules, like you don't want to move because you're like, oh God, like I might break one of them. I don't operate that way, you guys. Like I don't. And when I am like confined like that, I just pretty much shut down. And then you don't get the real me. You don't get my authentic self. And you know, I'm learning to say this. I feel like that's why people follow me. That's why I have people that have joined my direct line, was to hear from me and to hear the way I teach, not to follow me and then hear a regurgitation of everything you're hearing from someone else, right? So that's done. I'm done. I'm just done. I want to help people. I don't want to harbor my success only for you guys, only for my team. You know, I really, truly, firmly believe in helping others, and especially when they're coming from the same background I have. So, you know, I talk with so many women that are on the same journey I was, or on the same way. And that's what I want to do. I can literally only teach you guys what I know about, and it has to come from the heart. So, in my business, I have made some new resolutions, I should say, and in my business, in my life, like in all of it. So, some new priorities, I should say, because they got mixed up for a while. So, number one is God. I am saved. I know I'm a daughter of the King, Jesus Christ. And I just want a more personal relationship, right? And I have to really just slow down and be more intentional to do that. So in my business, you know, in my life, I want to put God first. Not the money, not saving others, like God first, okay? Second in my priority list now is going to be my marriage and my family. And you know what that means is it's hard for me, you guys. It's hard for me to take a day off. But I need to do it. So I'm sorry, like if I'm off for that day and I don't respond to you, I apologize. But I am back to deleting my Facebook app, deleting my Messenger app. And when it's family time, like I'm going to be with my family, okay? So God, marriage, family. Another thing is I am actively looking for a marriage counselor. So I mentioned we signed the divorce papers. We didn't ever follow through with the divorce, but it's been rough. And, you know, we've been separated, and it's just been a really rough time. I really, within the last 6 months since October, let's see, November, December, January, February, March, April. So yeah, 6 months, I have found out who my friends are, like who is going to be there even when I have nothing else to offer them. Who's going to be there to lift me up when I fall down. And then I've also realized that I had a lot of friends that didn't want to help me through, didn't want to be a friend. They didn't want to do what friends are there for. So, hi Rebecca. So, when you realize those things and you don't act on them, that's where we stay stuck. And I just don't want to stay stuck, so we're going to keep moving here. And my third focus is going to be the career, okay? So God first, because I think I can do all things with His help. And then the marriage and family, and then career. So career being number 3, I have really have to focus my time. And I want to focus my time here in this group on you guys. If you don't want to be here, that's fine too. I will never be mad at you guys for leaving something. I want you to follow everyone, whoever you consider a leader. If they don't have a rank, cool. If they inspire you, that's your leader. That's your mentor. So I want you guys to learn from as many people as you can. And I want you to take anything you need and leave anything you don't want or is not useful on the table for someone else, okay? Simple, simple, simple. So for you guys, my goal is to be more active here. We're gonna start like a weekly new affiliate training, something consistent. And also my second goal here is to just help you guys rank. Help you guys rank up. We had so many rank advancements last month, and so many people just doing awesome. But then we had so many people like struggling too, and like almost there, myself included. I mentioned that we did over 51,000 in volume, but if you remember, I can only take 25,000 of that from any one leg to make 50K affiliate. So I had my 25,000 from Sarah and Jenna and all those girls just majorly kicking some butt. And then I was maxed out. Sarah got to like 30,000 volume, which is insanely awesome. But because it's a binary plan, I had maxed out that side. So I still needed, I believe it was right around 3,000 from myself and, you know, everyone else in different legs to go ahead and rank advance to 50K affiliate. So I didn't hit my rank. And that's okay. You know, it's not the first month. It won't be the last month that I tried and failed. But I did learn something from it. And it's everything, you know, everything I told you that's not what I learned from it, but I learned a lot last month, okay? And I spent a lot of time in prayer and thinking, just calming and kind of like meditation prayer, just thinking and slowing down. And this is what I came up with. So I hope you guys understand. You know, I hope you can understand that, you know, if something isn't for you, you know, and it's directly impacting your life in a way that's negative, you know, you can try to fix it, but you can't change other people. So don't ever be sorry for needing to personally walk away from something. You can do it respectfully, and you can set those boundaries and not feel bad about it, because we do only have the one life and we should be living joyful, right? So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to have you guys. If anyone does want to help with the moderation of the group or go live with me, anything like that, that'd be awesome. And oh, one more thing. I am going to open this group, I think. Maybe this group or my other one that I've had for a very long time. And have it open and let, you know, other people come in and learn these things as we go. So I'll be thinking on that, and I'll let you guys know if that happens. But yes, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm going to go try to recover. I had 19 preteen girls over here for a birthday this weekend. And then they slept over. And then Sunday morning, we had forgotten that Maddox and Jack were singing at church. So it was this huge scramble, and I'm exhausted. So hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, cool. I will take any questions. Send them through a PM or down there. I will talk to you guys later.